begins the fight for the strongest man on the planet from all corners of the globe. 3 tournaments leading up to the Ultimate World Championship. The epic battle begins now. Riga, Latvia. Welcome to the City of Inspiration. Welcome to Riga, Latvia. This is the IFSA European Championships.
I'm Doug Anderson. Joining me as usual, my partner, former world champion Jamie Reeves. Jamie, a tremendous field we've got.
Well, we've got a tremendous field. We've got a tremendous atmosphere. The crowd are going crazy. We've got the best guys in Europe, all fighting for 4 spots at Quebec for the World Championships. Everybody's in tip-top shape, Doug. It's like waiting for a grenade to go off.
With the top quality athletes that we've got here, Jamie, are we going to see some world records fall?
I would think so. There's everything to play for. As I said, everybody wants to get to the World Championships. Everybody's in top shape. I think we're going to see some world records.
Let's get to the action.
First of 8 grueling tests at the European Championships will be the Farmer's Walk. A 75-meter course, 250 kilos, 550 pounds, and a 75-second time limit. Our first battle features a young Russian and a man with his specialty in the Farmer's Walk.
My name is Andres Murumets. I come from Estonia and I am 26 years old. I work in Estonian police, maybe strongest police in the world. But I hope that I'm staying in the first 4, because first 4 going in the World Championships qualifying in the Quebec, and I must be in the first 4.
The crowd here in Riga, Latvia, behind the 26-year-old Estonian police officer. They want to see him put on a show in the Farmer's Walk. Igor Padan, head-to-head against Bergmanis, is just for pride. It's the clock that counts for him. And they're out of the gate, with Bergmanis taking the quick lead. Igor Padan.
Yeah, well, Padan looks like he's struggling a little bit there. He's got very big thighs, and they seem to be hitting the implements. Going up to the first turn, and it's Bergmanis with a slight lead.
Look at the way Bergmanis carries the implements, nice and flat, where Padan, it dips toward the back end, and that makes it very tough on the grip.
Yeah, Padan's down. Bergmanis coming up. He's onto the home straight. No put down so far for Bergmanis.
Yeah, Andres Bergmanis is on fire, making the last turn. Coming up on the final 10 meters.
No put down so far. 10 meters to go for Bergmanis. Can he be the first man in the world to make this course? Yes, he can. Fantastic from Andres Bergmanis of Estonia.
Boy, is he a happy man, Andres Bergmanis. We'll see if that's close to world record time as well.
It must be, Doug. He never put them down at all. Here we see Bergmanis coming up, 15 meters to go. His eyes are fixed on that finish line. He wants to be the first guy to ever complete this course. 5 meters to go, and Bergmanis is over. Success all the way for Andres Bergmanis.
Andres Bergmanis setting a new world record, 50.07 seconds. Can the veteran Savickas or the young and up-and-coming Russian top that mark?
The giant figure there of Zydrunas Savickas.
Well, Jamie, we've seen the world record fall. Savickas has a big task.
He does indeed, and he's going against the new talent This is the guy that everybody's predicting in 2 years will be unbeatable. Mikhail Koklayev from Russia. He can lift, clean and jerk over 250 kilograms. He's athletic, but he's really up against it with Savickas here.
Savickas comes out of the gate flying, but quickly, Koklayev closing the gap in the first turn comes off.
He is indeed, and look at Koklayev. He's 140 kilograms, that's over 300 pounds, 6'4", very trim and athletic for a weightlifter. But it's a chasing game for him now. He's chasing Savickas, who's making the 50-meter turn, and Koklayev's made ground up here.
Sure has, only 2 meters behind, both men with a put down. Koklayev right at the turn, and it's Savickas just shortly in the lead.
Well, this is it now. Remember, the clock's ticking, and it's catch up now for Koklayev as he sees Savickas going down the course. Savickas is 5 meters from the line, and he's made it.
So Savickas crossing the line first. Koklayev with only 5 meters to go. He's coming up just shy with another put down. Time is now playing a factor.
But he's made the course. That's a terrific effort from Koklayev. You see here, Koklayev's left it a little bit late. Savickas is off down the course. And once Savickas is over, maybe Koklayev just loses a little bit of concentration and puts down. But Savickas is the winner.
Well, if it wasn't for the massive time of Andrus Miramets, Zydrunas Savickas would have broken the old world record that was set by Elbrus Nigmatulin. Savickas with a solid effort. From all corners of the globe, it is starting. Riga, Latvia is the proud host to the IFSA Strongman European Championship. Stand by for the world's strongest deadlift and Baltic power. Lithuania's Zydrunas Savickas is the favorite in any discipline he enters. However, from Latvia, the hometown favorite, Raimond Bergmanis will be looking to mount an emotional charge. The deadlift, 320 kilos, 705 pounds. How many reps in 75 seconds? The Latvian legend on home soil, Raimond Bergmanis. Listen to the crowd get behind their hometown hero. Both Bergmanis and the crowd want nothing more than a world championship berth.
But this is one of Ray Bergmanis' favourite events, and he needs the points. He's got the crowd on his side. Let's see what he can do. Here he goes.
As you said, the crowd is going to certainly help him out. That first one goes up easily. Bergmanis straightens the back, then rep number 2 is up.
Nice technique from Bergmanis here. An ex-weightlifter, an Olympian, 3 really good reps there. Picture book, perfect technique there.
Look at him just flex out the shoulders and lock out the knees.
Well, I'm sure this will be scaring some of the other guys. He's really setting the benchmark here, Bergmanis, with some terrific lifting. Struggling a little bit, locks it out for another success. Taking a breather.
That's 6 reps for Ray Bergmanis. Will he get to the, as you call it, Jamie, the magic 8? Here's lucky number 7.
Well, I'm sure there's another lift there. If he wants it, he'll have to fight for it, but it's definitely in the tank. Just heard a big roar of thunder there, and the crowd is shouting, here it goes!
He's got it past the knee, up! And a good lift for Ray Bergmanis. That's 8 quality reps in the 320-kilo deadlift. What a replay this is going to be.
Yeah, you can see here, he digs in for number 8. The crowd is shouting, he pulls it through. He's fighting for the lockout, but he gets it. Good lift for Ray Bergmanis, 8 repetitions.
He's standing by with Tammy Tyson.
8 repetitions, that's terrific. You've got to be happy with that. I know the crowd was.
I'm happy. A little bit tired. If I a little bit fresher, I think maybe lift 10 times. But very good deadlifters comes after me, and I think she lifts 9s and 10s.
Ray Bergmanis setting the standard by which others will be compared. 8 reps and that gives him the lead here in the deadlift. Next up, another potential contender in Tomi Lotta.
Jamie, here comes a guy that's been on fire in competition of late.
Yeah, he's coming off a couple of wins here, Tomi Lotta. He's the current Finnish champion, very good deadlifter, and that's number 1 for Tomi Lotta.
Tomi Lotta gets number 2 up. Down, will he go right at number 3? No break, and number 3 is up.
Oh, and the strap came off there, Tomi Lotta. Whether it broke, I think it did.
He broke a strap on his left wrist. And now he's asking if...
Well, it's just one of them things you can't foresee, a broken strap. But there's a lot of pressure on. It's always best to get a new set of straps when you're lifting. Can he recover, Tomi Lotta? He can for one more rep.
Very good effort from Tomi Lotta to come back and post another rep. Will he get a second one to his credit? And he
the
loses
strap's
it
gone again.
This one on the right hand, and Tomi is very upset and walks off.
This lift, he comes up, the strap breaks and it's down. Then again here on the second lift, exactly the same happens. He gets it over the knee, puts in another drive, and the second strap breaks. That's a disaster for Tomi Lotta.
Once again, the big Z, Zydrunas Savickas.
He's one of the biggest guys in the competition at 175 kilograms. He's the guy that's winning everything at the moment, Savickas.
And he looks bigger than ever.
Oh, he just looks huge. He's put so much timber on. You can see his thighs and shoulders are absolutely huge. But he's got to utilise them now on this deadlift. He knows a good result here could put him up into the lead.
Look how tight those straps are around the wrist as well. Savickas gets the first rep up, and that was very clean.
Nice technique from Savickas. Savickas is a world-class powerlifter. This is one of the disciplines.
Has a very nice pace going as well. It's down, partial blocked, and right back up. There's the 5th rep from Zydrunas Savickas.
Just starting to slow a little bit there on number 6. Will he take a break? I think he will.
He would dearly love to beat the lofty 8 reps and move in to number 9.
Well, the deadlift's an event that's just about brute strength, and it's one the guys really take pride in winning.
There's 7 reps. Savickas, 1 more to tie the leaders. He's got plenty of time, Jamie.
He has indeed, and he's utilising that, Doug. This is where experience counts. Sinks in, fighting it through. Is he going to make it? No, he's not.
Lost it at the knees, and Savickas will walk away with 7 reps. And how tough is that? Take a look at it on the replay.
Well, you see on the replay, he takes a long break, pulls again, fighting it up, and it's down, and Savickas calls it a day.
But a big job from Savickas to pick up some crucial points here in event number 2. Prepare for the strongman log lift. And Zydrunas Savickas, who's been lifting what would be a world record 210 kilos in training. That's 462 pounds of pain and agony. Can the other world's strongest men possibly match him in this grueling discipline? The IFSA European Championships here in Riga, Latvia. Taking a look at the scoreboard. Mikhail and Bergmanis have both won an event, but don't count out Savickas just yet. The log lift for max weight, starting at 140 kilos, 309 pounds, and rising. This group may challenge the world record. The local hero, battling implements and injuries. This could separate him in the point standings. He needs this lift. Bergmanis quickly gets it to the chest. He's got to roll it back and does. Now to go for the press. This is where the right arm will be painful. And Bergmanis powers through with a successful lift at 160.
Well, Bergmanis delighted with that lift. You watch him here. It's a nice clean, a little bit more stable. And that's a terrific lift for Bergmanis, 160 kilos.
Can Savickas top the local hero?
Savickas, look at the concentration in those eyes.
And this next lift for Savickas will take him into the lead.
Straight to the front of the line.
Once again, an easy clean.
Could not press it out, but they give him a credit on a good lift.
Yeah, it looked pretty quick, that. He got the signal very, very quickly, and that's the lead now at 175.
Mikhail, a mountain of a man.
Mikhail, a huge guy. Very close to 400 pounds in weight. The log's very close to 400 pounds. This is like putting his own body weight above his head, Doug.
Mikhail rolls it up the chest. No, he can't turn the hands over.
And remember, he needs this lift to push Savickas. Savickas is already clear at 175. Mikhail struggling here at 180.
Alexander Mikhail will be unsuccessful at 180 kilos, so he will top out at 170.
And that gives the win to Savickas. You can see he's just having trouble getting it over his belly here on the clean. He just can't turn it round, and that's a no-go for Mikhail.
So Mikhail not good at 180. He finishes at 170, and you're right, that gives Savickas the win. Will Savickas go for a world record attempt? Yes, he will. Confirmation that Zydrunas Savickas will go for a world record attempt right here at IFSA's European Championships. And here he comes.
Jumping out for this 200-kilogram log.
After a world record, Zydrunas Savickas, 202.5 kilos. And all the athletes are coming out of the tent to see the world record attempt. He's got it to the knees, rolls it up to the chest. Will he be able to press it out? Savickas! 202.5, locks it out. Zydrunas Savickas, a Herculean
fantastic
effort.
lifting from Savickas. 202.5 kilograms on a huge diameter log like that. That's fantastic lifting from the big Lithuanian and the new world record holder.
Superior power indeed from Zydrunas Savickas.
Just look at the replay again here, Doug. He gets it up, it's 2 inches away from lockout. He fights it out because he really wants this record. Terrific lifting from Savickas.
202.5 kilos, and he is standing by with Tammy Tyson.
Amazing, good job. You did it, you got the world record. How does it feel?
Thank you. I am very happy because I lift new world record, and I am very happy because it's a very good result, because other guys lift only 170 kilograms. It's big difference.
Zydrunas Savickas is on a roll with his world record strength. Now, with one event remaining in the day, the rest of the field will look to make a move in the notorious truck pull. Riga, Latvia is the proud host to the IFSA Strongman European Championship.
My name is Magnus Samuelsson. I'm 36 years old and I'm a professional strongman from Sweden. Truck pull, a good event for me, tests leg strength and arm strength. The key is that you need to find a way to accelerate the weight as fast as possible the first 5-10 meters. After that, more or less everybody have the same speed. So what I do, I try to stay as low as possible, start with 2 small strides, and then I lengthen the strides very fast. And usually that makes the trick. And even if you lay low, it's the hips that has to be low. So just trying to always be as close to the floor so you can touch the floor with your hands at all time. And then it's just boom.
The truck pull, 22 meters, 30,500 pounds, 15.25 tons. First to battle the trucks, the Finnish Beach Boy.
Well, here goes big Tomi Lotta in the harness. This is his favourite event in the truck pull. If anybody can get down near 30 seconds, I feel Lotta can. He's off to a terrific start there, Doug.
And he's in some of the best shape of his life, so this may be one of the lead times coming up. Tomi Lotta through the midway part of the course, coming up on 10 meters.
Great technique here by Lotta. Head down, very stable, speeding up a little bit now, fast strides. This is a terrific pull by Lotta.
It sure is. The final 2 meters are covered by Tomi Lotta, and a very solid effort from the big man from Finland. Boy, he looks in some of the best shape of his life.
He does indeed. He's happy with that. He knows it was a fast time. If we look back on the replay here, the start, very, very smooth. Increasing the pressure, lengthening the stride, all the way through the course to the finish line. Great result for Lotta.
Now in one of his best events, the legendary Swedish strongman.
6'6", Magnus Samuelsson. 150 kilos, 330 pounds, the giant Swede.
Yeah, Magnus, I talked to him a little earlier, and he said this is one event he is looking forward to, and you're right, this is an event that he specializes in.
Yeah, you see the start, high, once again a 2-start. Little bit shaky though for Magnus that. He's got to start and pick it up now.
Full course pull is 22 meters, the truck weighing 15 1/4 tons, 30,500 pounds.
Well, he's starting to speed up, Samuelsson. He's still a little bit high though. Not his usual technique of being down pretty low.
He'll stop the clock with Magnus Samuelsson.
I don't think it's as low down as he'd like to be, driving with the legs.
Samuelsson always wanted to stay low, but has failed to do so. Next up to take on the truck, Murmets. Andrus Murmets. Look at the size and the intensity.
We saw a world record in the farmer's walk. A good showing in the deadlift and log. But he's got it all to do now with his truck.
They take up the slack on the rope, and Murmets trying to get the start.
Well, he slipped a little bit there. He's got the friction boots on, but that left leg is slipping a little bit.
I was going to say, it seems to be only the left leg that's coming out from under him.
Well, there's a bit of water on the course. You can see there, Doug, that's coming off the roof of the truck. Maybe he stepped in that on the way to the start line. And he's hampering his friction on that left foot. He's picking it up though now.
Andrus Murmets needs to finish in style. Coming up on the finish line. 2 more meters for Murmets, and there we go. Stopping the clock.
You see this? His left leg here on the replay, slipping. Once again it slips. And you can't help think that's a little bit of water on his shoe because it dries out down the course. He starts to get traction again and pulls it to the finish line.
Andrus Murmets at a time of 36.19 seconds. That's about middle of the pack for this competition.
The big Lithuanian, Zydrunas Savickas. Now it's on to the truck.
Yeah, this is the guy that's just lifted 202.5 kilograms on the log. The current world record holder. And the guy that everybody's out to beat at the moment, Zydrunas Savickas. Doesn't make many mistakes. You see, straight away off to a nice start for Savickas. The power in his legs is incredible. Big calves, big thighs. This guy squatted at over 900 pounds in an IPF powerlifting competition. Savickas is the real deal.
He sure is. He's picking him up and putting him down. Halfway through the course, Savickas coming up on the finish line. Make some room. Zydrunas Savickas stops the clock.
Yeah, we just look at Savickas here again. You can see him driving. He's actually accelerating down the course, using that incredible bulk and leg strength to his advantage. And you can only help think this guy's just going to get stronger, Doug.
Yeah, and he certainly looked happy after seeing his time. He looked happy with the time at the end, 31.32.
So at the end of day one of the European Championships here in Riga, Latvia, Zydrunas Savickas, the Big Z, sits on top of the leaderboard. Bergmanis, the local hero, is also in hot pursuit, and there's a logjam behind Bergmanis on the leaderboard. After 4 events, the strongman battle is on. 2 world records were shattered. 1 man dominated. 4 places at the World Championships still to be decided. Next time, when we conclude the Strongman European Championships. Strongman, the IFSA European Championships from Riga, Latvia. Day 1 saw tremendous competition. 2 world records were broken. 1 man, Zydrunas Savickas, was dominant. But 4 strongman spots still to be decided. Now, the dramatic conclusion of the European Championships.
You can see why they call it the City of Inspiration. A beautiful day and a beautiful crowd here in Riga, Latvia for the 2005 IFSA European Championships. Hi again, everybody. Doug Anderson along with former world champion Jamie Reeves. We've got a tremendous lineup here.
Doug, we've got everything. We've got the sunshine, we've got the crowd, we've got the strongest guys in Europe, all fighting for a place at the World Championships. The 4 places on offer. Everybody's ready to go.
Getting set for action here on day 2. Savickas, this is his to lose. Everyone else, they're battling for the final 3 spots. 4 incredibly difficult events on tap today, beginning with the IFSA Shield Carry. Weighing 182.5 kilos, 400 pounds. The Finnish Beach Boy, the Polish powerhouse, both men need to turn it up a notch.
Pansky and Lotta. Lotta, one of the few guys that can wrap his arms completely around the implement.
Yes, and the thing is with Lotta, he's very, very fit, and so is Robert Szczepanski.
Talking to Tommy Lotta earlier, and he figures he might be able to push in about 100 meters.
Well, he's definitely got the tools for the job, Doug. He's got those long arms, like you say. He's around 6'5", and he's very, very fit. CV plays a big part in this, Doug. You've got to be very, very fit. Absolutely. Because that shield is pressing on your chest. You just can't get enough air in. But Szczepanski's out of the blocks like a rocket here.
Look at Szczepanski go through the first 25 meters. Lotta hanging on quickly. Szczepanski has his hands clasped at the front as well. He's making the turn very quickly at 50 meters. Right behind him, Tomi Lotta.
Well, I think Tomi Lotta thought he was going to fly away with this one. But Szczepanski's really going well here. That's 75 meters and he's still going. This could be 100 meters from Szczepanski if he can make it back.
He's starting to slow down a bit, coming up at 85 meters. Lotta struggling around the turn, dropping at just over 90 meters, probably around 93. Lotta coming up on 85 meters. One step after another and he'll drop. Tomi Lotta physically drained, but a solid effort from both of these guys, Jamie.
Yeah, I don't think Tomi Lotta was expecting Szczepanski to come out of the blocks like that, and he was playing catch-up after that. You see here, Szczepanski going really, really well. Coming up to around 80 meters, and he's down, but that's a fantastic distance for Szczepanski.
Tomi Lotta with a solid effort. Robert Szczepanski puts on a show. He is the current leader. Now the two young guns from Russia and Estonia. Up next, Andrus Bergmanis and Mikhail Koklayev. And again, Jamie, this should be two good guys to watch.
This should indeed. Koklayev's the ideal build for this kind of event. Long levers, very tall. I think if anybody's going to get to 100 meters, Koklayev's the guy to do it.
Bold prediction indeed. Bergmanis in the foreground, Koklayev in the rear. Bergmanis able to grasp the hands, Koklayev as well. The current distance to beat, 92.75 meters of Robert Szczepanski. There's Bergmanis through the first 25. Koklayev makes the turn shortly behind.
Well, Bergmanis is going well here. Koklayev a little bit slower.
Bergmanis at 50 meters, down through 60, and tripping and falling is Koklayev, and he drops at 51 meters.
That's a disaster for Koklayev. But on the other hand, Andrus Bergmanis could be the guy to get to 100. He's up at around 80 meters now.
And he still has his hands clasped, Jamie. He hasn't dropped it yet. Now through 90 meters. Coming up on the 100-meter barrier and just shy, Bergmanis will make the drop.
Well, I don't know what went wrong here for Mikhail Koklayev, whether it was a trip or he just slipped, but after 50 meters the shield drops and that's a disaster.
Some big points on the board for Koklayev, and he drops just after 50 meters, while Bergmanis went almost 100, just shy of 95 meters. What an excellent effort. Mikhail Koklayev, 52.10 meters, and Andrus Bergmanis, 94.20 meters.
Viking Paul from Norway are here to do some damage.
Next up, Sven Karlsson, the Norwegian veteran, takes on his specialty, the yoke.
I'm gonna rise like the bird phoenix from the ashes again. Everybody thought I was too old, but I showed them.
Riga, Latvia is the proud host to the IFSA Strongman European Championship. The yoke tests strength, speed, and stamina. Looking to knock off the favorite Sven Karlsson will be fellow Scandinavian Tomi Lotta and Lithuanian powerhouse Zydrunas Savickas, with crucial points ready to be decided. The yoke race, 410 kilos, 903 pounds over a 30-meter course. 75 seconds are allocated. For Viking power, the yoke is a matter of pride. Here's Sven Karlsson of Norway, and Sven can put up a good time. This is a good event for him.
Well, remember Sven Karlsson had the record at 25 seconds. I'm sure Karlsson wants that record back. And this is a fabulous performance. He's steaming down that course, Karlsson.
Past 25 meters, Karlsson to the finish line. What a very big effort from Norway's Sven Karlsson. He goes right past the 30-meter mark and puts on a show for the crowd here in Riga, Latvia.
Just look at the speed of this by Karlsson. He seems to be getting faster and faster as he senses the finish line and just powers all the way through. A new world record for Karlsson in the yoke race. 20.78 seconds, that's fantastic.
Sven Karlsson reclaims the world record. He's standing by with Tammy Tyson.
Unbelievable, fantastic. You set a new world record. Is that what your plan was when you started?
I hold the world record in this event for almost 8 years. And this is a new one. Nobody can beat me here. I'm closing up on 40. Still only lost this event once.
That is incredible. Way to go, Sven. Very good.
The Beach Boy looking to turn it on in day 2. Finland's Tomi Lotta up next, and he has his work cut out for him if he's going to move in to the top 3. Lotta out of the gate fairly quickly.
Yeah, this yoke's 410 kilograms. Got to be carried 30 metres, and Tomi Lotta's doing a good job here. He's really motoring down the course.
Lotta coming up on 25 meters, has the finish line in sight. No put down for Tomi Lotta. A very solid effort, and he is a happy camper. Boy, Tomi Lotta has to be happy with that effort, and a very appreciative crowd here at Mesa Parks in Riga, Latvia, as he tosses his hat up into the stands.
Well, it'll be interesting to see that time. Tomi Lotta, you see, accelerating down the course. He knows this is a good time. He's trying to beat Sven Karlsson, and he makes a dive across the line.
Tomi Lotta just over a half second off the world record pace. Karlsson set at 20.78 seconds. Tomi Lotta, a lofty time of 21.54 seconds. Very, very solid effort from the big man from Finland.
The #1 threat to Karlsson's yoke race world record.
The top competitor on the leaderboard right now, Zydrunas Savickas of Lithuania.
Waiting for the signal now. And Zydrunas is off. Wow, this guy can motor for a big man, Doug.
He sure can. He's very limber and moves through 15 meters, Jamie. Savickas is putting on a show here at Clinic.
I think he wants this record. He's really going for Sven Karlsson's record here. This is going to be very, very close. I think Savickas thinks he's got it.
I think he does think he has it as well. Zydrunas Savickas looking at the clock, raising a fist in joy. We'll have to wait and see if he eclipses the time set by Sven Karlsson. That's 20.78 seconds.
Well, just look at Savickas on the replay here. For a big man, he's just motoring down the course, getting faster and faster. And that's a new record for Savickas. An incredible time, Doug.
17.71 seconds, a new world record for Zydrunas Savickas. What an absolutely phenomenal record. Well, there is the man of the hour, the man of the day, the man of the tournament, Zydrunas Savickas of Lithuania, eclipsing an earlier world record set by Sven Karlsson of 20.78 seconds. Savickas, 17.77 seconds.
So far, Latvia has been a showcase for Lithuania's Zydrunas Savickas. Can he close out the rest of the field, and who will make the cut for the Final Four? The IFSA European Championships from Riga, Latvia. Zydrunas Savickas continues to dominate the leaderboard. Bergmanis and Lotta looking to take 2 of those Final 4 spots at the World Championships. Conan's wheel weighing 280 kilos, 617 pounds. 1 revolution is 30 meters. A 75-second time limit. This is the event the Finnish Beach Boy lives for.
Here's the Finnish champion. This is Tomi Lotta.
He likes this kind of event. And he's going well so far. That's 1 lap.
Yeah, Tomi Lotta certainly has a very good pace going. And breathing nicely as he comes around to complete lap number 2.
He's coming up to 3 turns.
This is 90 meters for Tomi Lotta, the Finnish champion. Lotta, what a job. He'll make it all the way around. Halfway through lap number 3, he puts down. What a big effort as Tomi Lotta stands and waves to a truly appreciative crowd here in Riga, Latvia.
Yeah, we just look here. He's flying through. That's 3 laps, and he's not content with that. He's going to go a little bit further. That's a fantastic performance by the Big Finn.
Next up, the Latvian warrior who's running out of time.
Battling an injury to his right arm. We'll see what kind of distance Raimond can put up. You see him trying to shoulder the load on the left side. just cupping the right hand underneath and hanging on for dear life. Bergmanis through his first revolution.
Well, he looks comfortable so far. He must be in a lot of pain though, Bergmanis. This is a good performance though. The crowd are getting behind him.
Second revolution complete for Bergmanis. And it looks like he's slowing up, coming into his 2.5 revolutions. That's around 75 meters. Every meter counts in the point standings now for the hometown hero. He drops to his knees. Two and 3/4 revolutions between 80 and 83 meters for Raimond. Bergmanis will wait for the official distance. Look at that on the replay.
Yeah, we see Bergmanis here fighting. You can see him grimacing in pain. He's fighting for every inch. And finally it's down.
Well, Bergmanis giving it his all for the hometown fans. And what do you think the odds are he's going to throw his shirt out with his left hand? There you go. Capturing the hearts of Latvians everywhere. Raimond Bergmanis in Conan's wheel.
Next, the man who broke a world record in his first event here. Can he hang on?
Estonia's Andrus Mürmet steps up.
I don't think this kind of event suits Mürmet. He's fighting really hard here. You can see his face grimacing in pain. But he needs a good result here.
The big Estonian through 2 revolutions. Makes it past the 2.25 mark.
Once again, you can see the pain biting in here to Mürmet. And it's down.
Andrus Mürmet, has he done enough to maintain his spot as number 2 behind the big Z, Zydrunas Savickas, who's up next? The crowd really getting into it here at the European Championships in Riga, Latvia. 70.25 meters for Andrus Mürmet.
Next, a man who looks to be a favorite at the World Championship.
There's the current overall leader. The man who set a world record in the log lift. The man who has set this sport on end lately.
Yeah, he also did a world record in the yokes.
Well, the distance to beat for Zydrunas Savickas is 105 meters. That was set by Finland's Tomi, Lotta, and what a performance that was.
Well, here goes the current leader, Savickas.
And he's the current leader by a full 18 points over the nearest competitor.
Once again, not the body type that this event suits. But doing quite well here, Savickas. I think he'll be happy to get 2 revolutions here.
Savickas passing 1 3/4. Starting to catch up to his second revolution where he crosses the axis. Still moving and trying to hang on. Every meter counts. Savickas with a put down at 2 1/4 revolutions. 67.5 meters.
Yeah, Savickas on the replay here. You can see he's not going to the end. He knows just what he's got to do. Looks at the placings and pops it down.
Zydrunas Savickas has more than done enough to maintain his top position.
Next, the dramatic conclusion of the European Championships as the region's greatest strongmen battle the Ring of Stones. Riga, Latvia is the proud host to the IFSA Strongman European Championships. Latvia's own Raimond Bergmanis is on the verge of qualifying for the World Championships. Now in front of the home crowd and his family, he needs to survive the pain and bring a solid performance to the Ring of Stones if he's to survive. The Atlas Stones, 5 stones in under 75 seconds, starting at 140 kilos, 309 pounds, finishing at 180 kilos, 398 pounds. Now the Latvian legend must harness his emotions.
The flags are waving here at Meža Parks in Riga, Latvia, because hometown favorite Raimond Bergmanis is up next to take on the Ring of Stones. Jamie, we've talked about that sore right shoulder and that sore right arm, and this is going to be a deadly event for him.
It is indeed, but he's smiling. He's soldiered through so far. This is the last event, and he needs to do well here if he's going to climb.
A year ago this week, you and I were here, and we saw Raimond Bergmanis. Everything went horribly wrong for him, and he only finished 3 stones. You know, despite the injury, he wants to make up for that this year and move on to the World Championships in Quebec.
Well, he's got a mountain to climb here, Doug. It's all down to him now, Doug. His destiny's in his own hands.
Well, we know if it's got to do with heart, soul, pride in the country, and pride in himself, pride in his family, Raimond Bergmanis will give it his all.
Well, he's not very fast. He's struggling a little bit there with 2.
Third stone at 140 kilos. Bergmanis up and on top. On to stone number 4 at 160. He's got it left, Jamie.
Well, that looked the easiest stone. Number 4 looked the best lift.
It just kept all the pain out of his mind. Now to stone number 5. Already eclipsed his effort of last year. This one's at 180 kilos. Making up for last year. It's Raimond Bergmanis. All 5 stones.
If we just look at Bergmanis here, stone 1, 2 and 3 were a little bit problematic. He comes up to number 4. It's a better lift. Gives him the confidence to attack 5, and boom, in goes number 5. That's a great result for Bergmanis.
Well, Raimond Bergmanis, all 5 stones in 44.31 seconds, so that will mean he'll at least maintain his position.
For Szczepanski, only a disastrous performance in the stones can stop him from qualifying.
We're into stone number 1. Rolls it up. Gonna have to power it on top.
No problem there at all. Number 2 on the shoulder as well. Very muscular guy, Szczepanski.
Stone number 3. Szczepanski up and on. 160 kilo, stone 4. Left to the chest, right up top.
Well, he's impressed everybody here, Robert Szczepanski. Is he going to be able to get number 5?
Szczepanski, after stone number 5, cannot get
there. Just another inch.
See him flexing his hamstring in the right leg. Trying to go down and get that stone could be a little more difficult than it looks. 180 kilos, Szczepanski has it lapped again, trying to roll it up, and he won't get stone number 5. That could be costly for him in the standings.
The first attempt here on the 5th is just a couple of inches short. Goes back for it again, but he's getting tired and fatigued. Robert Szczepanski ends on 4 stones.
Robert Szczepanski, 4 stones in 27.13 seconds.
Looking to punctuate a perfect performance.
And that will bring up the big man from Lithuania, the big Z, Zydrunas Savickas. Zydrunas Savickas, stone number 1 is up and on. Savickas.
Well, he certainly looks powerful here, just flicking them in. Very nimble on his feet for a big man, Savickas.
number 4.
He's just powering through these stones, Jamie. 180 kilos, stone number 5. Zydrunas Savickas finishing off the European Championships in style. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your 2005 IFSA European Champion, Zydrunas Savickas.
Coming off number 3 into number 4, he just pops it on. It's never going to be a problem for this guy. He's so powerful. Up, on the chest, pops it in. Savickas is the European champion.
At the end of the competition, missing out on a spot at the World Championships, 2 legends, Magnus Samuelsson of Sweden and Sven Karlsson of Norway. Also missing out, young Russian Mikhail Koklayev and Robert Shapansky. After a disastrous finish in the Ring of Stones, he finishes in 5th, 1 spot away from qualifying for the World. Zydrunas Savickas walks away with the European Championship title. Tomi, Lotta, Andrus Bergmanis also qualify for Quebec, as does a very emotional Latvian Raimond Bergmanis, with his father by his side witnessing his greatest strongman moments. For the entire field at the IFSA European Championships, it was a test of strength, stamina, courage, and personal determination. The chosen 4 dug deep within. They will now move on to test their mettle against the world's best in Quebec City, Canada, as the fight to determine the strongest man continues.